Good morning. It's early October, early in the morning, and this is Betsey Bishop, Senior Executive Director with the Star Thrower team of Touchstone Crystal. And I want to say welcome to you if you're a new consultant watching this. And I wanted to spend just a couple of minutes letting you know why this is such a great time for you to have started with Touchstone and to share with you specifically what's going on, what to think about. And we sort of plunked you down in the middle of a forest here, a very sparkly forest, but you need a little bit of a path. So my goal is to give you a little bit of a path in the next couple of minutes. When I started with the company in the very beginning, I started with exactly the same thing as you, which was a starter kit, a catalog and product line, and a website. And so we all start exactly the same. What you do with those items, what you do with all those things and those opportunities is what determines your path. So I want to show you a couple of key things about this month and a couple of things about your journey in general. First of all, I know that everybody comes here with a different vision of why they started and what they want from this. I totally get that. But there are still some simple things that all of us can do when we're getting going that will give us what we individually want from this. So the first thing I want to share with you is the GLAM plan, and that is just for you as a new consultant. The GLAM plan is for your first full month in business. So what does that look like? If you started in August, for example, you would have had until the end of September as your first full month. If you started in September, you'd have till the end of October as your first full month. If you started in October, you have until the end of November as your first full month. So it's the remainder of the month in which you start and the entire next month for your GLAM plan. There are 3 levels to the GLAM plan. And basically you get rewards up to the first $3,000 that you sell during your first full month in business. There's a reward at the $1,000 level. They call that Glambassador. It's just a marker, and it's a way of knowing that you hit the first level of recognition. But Glambassador means you sold 1,000. And you're given a 70% discount. They unlock a 70% discount just for you that lasts until the end of your second full month. There is a maximum retail cap on that of $2,000. Second, when you sell $2,000 in your first full month, you're going to get a $200 product certificate. You get to do whatever you want with it. When you hit $3,000 in sales by the end of your first full month, you're going to get another $300 in jewelry, your choice, as a product certificate. So you get a total of 500 in jewelry. Did I say that right? 500 in jewelry with 3,000 in sales, and you will have already unlocked 70% off everything in the catalog. So that's a part of your path. If you are going after free jewelry and discounted jewelry, make sure you get to that $1,000, $2,000, $3,000 level in your first full month in business. So that's called the GLAM plan. I didn't want you to miss that. Now, there are 4 things that new consultants have access to. The first is the GLAM plan. The second is your paycheck. You always make at least 25% on whatever you sell, first dollar on out. You make that money. The third, and you can make 30% in any month that you sell 1,800 or more. And you can also make 40% when you have at least 3 on your team. So don't forget about that, because that can happen very quickly for you. So GLAM plan, money. There's a third one, which is when you host your own party, which, for example, your launch party, or as many parties as you want to host. We don't have a limit on how many parties you can host. You get the host reward. So this month, October, we have host rewards that include basically $1,000 in free jewelry with a $1,500 party. Sorry, I have 2 golden retrievers, and something happened. So this is the host reward flyer. For those of you who are just starting, I'm sending you a copy of this. You can also find it online, both in JPEG and a PDF form that you can print out for yourself. But basically, with a $1,500 party, you or your other hostesses can get $1,000 in jewelry for $100. So some really deep discounts and also just regular old free jewelry with a $600 party. So just remember that. So that's the third thing. So remember, you got GLAM plan, you're making money. And the third one is you get all the host rewards from your launch party and any other party that you personally host. The fourth thing is all of the incentives that are available right now for all consultants, including when you sell 1,500, for example, this month, and you sponsor one Glambassador yourself, you're going to get a pair of sparkly Swarovski Converse sneakers. That's a really fun one. We also have levels, $1,000, $2,000, $3,000, $4,000 sales level this month for all consultants, where you get either a Swarovski item, or at the $4,000 level, you get 3 new bracelets that the company's introducing for spring summer of next year. So keep that in mind. Now let's talk about how you get started. I have a separate little video that I'm going to share with you, and you can find it on my channel on YouTube. It's a 5-minute video that's all about how you get started, like what's the 1, 2, 3, how you do that. The first step is your calendar. This is all about you. You decide when you want to work. When do you want to go out the door and do parties? That's most important, because then you got it clear in your mind. It's not going to feel overwhelming, like, oh my gosh, I have to be available all the time. Absolutely not. We want this to work in your life. You got to pull out a calendar for the next 6 weeks and figure out when you're free to do a party. Circle it so you have a tangible evidence of when you're willing to work your business and going out the door. If you're not planning on doing in-person parties, if you're planning on doing virtual parties, still set aside your work evenings, your work hours, your work mornings, whatever they are, you've got to set them aside. If you treat your business like a business, it'll pay you like a business. If you treat it like a hobby, it'll pay you like a hobby. You get to choose, but just a word of advice from me. Take it from me. So that's the first one, calendar. Second one, I want you to think about the different circles of people that you know. Different circles. Work, church, neighborhood, family, friends in the area, whoever, all the different circles that you have. It's different for everyone. Within each circle, who are those 1 or 2 key people that you could offer a party to? And then do it. Work with your sponsor or your leader to figure out what are the quick, simple words so that it flies off your tongue. It can be either verbally by a phone call or in person, or you can text her, or you can Facebook message her, whatever you need to do. But send that message to each one of those ladies to get your calendar booked. At the same time, you want to pick your launch party date. Do it fast. Rip off the Band-Aid, girls. There is no perfect launch party. In fact, we don't even care how great the launch party is. I mean, we want it to be a great experience, but that's not the point. You gotta just start somehow. Do it at the pizza joint. Do it at the little independent coffee shop. Invite some girlfriends to come over. We have ways of teaching you how to do it, but put it on the calendar within the next 2 weeks. I want to challenge you. And if you are watching this and you started a while back and you never did a launch party, you never quite got rolling, today's the day. Today's the day. Put your launch party on the calendar. Start inviting people. You'll be so glad you did, and we can help you with that. Reach out to me if you just don't know what to do or who to ask. So that's the second one. Get those parties on the calendar. The third one is really simple. Who is that friend that you wish would come do this with you? Who are a couple of them? Because, it's so much more fun to do things with your girlfriends, right? We like to go shopping with the friends. We like to go out and eat with our friends. Why wouldn't you want to start something like this with your friends? This is a powerful company. We are just getting started as a brand. You and your friends get to be the first ones in this company getting things rolling in your town, in your neighborhood, in your city. If you have girlfriends in other places or even in your own town and you guys have never seen this before, this is your chance to get in on the ground floor and be the ones that said, I'm sure glad I got in the beginning in my town, because everybody else is going to come flocking to you. And that's what we want for you. We just want nothing but success. We want this to be such a blessing in your life that you can't even remember before you got started. So I know this is a lot of information. I hope it was helpful. And I'm just so glad you're here with us. And I can't wait to see your success. Have a great day.